On this week's weekly video fishing forecast, it's tournament season and we'll have a rundown of all the latest competitions in our area. We'll have part 2 of the Tobay Boat Show. We'll have the latest blackfish and reports from the beach, and our correspondents check in from around the island, all here at thefisherman.com.
The Fishing News is sponsored by these fine partners.
Today's Thursday, October 19th, and the Fisherman has just released a new video on YouTube just in time for the Montauk fall run. This video has great albie and bass action using the latest gear from Tsunami. Check it out by clicking on the card in the top right or in the link in the description below. In this week's digital edition of the Fisherman magazine, New Jersey, Delaware managing editor Jim Hutchinson has a Fenwick gear review. Jack LaRazda has a Albie and Bonito article, and Captain Scott Newell has a rainbow trout read. All this and more in the current digital edition. And if any of this interests you, check out a subscription to the Fisherman magazine. $30 gets you all the glossy issues and digital issues sent to your email inbox. Plus, you're automatically entered into the Dreamboat contest for that Steigercraft powered by Yamaha. Now let's get the latest on the leaderboard with Tim C. Smith.
Here's the latest leaderboard of the Dreamboat Challenge. The top 3 remain unchanged. We have Kyle Kraus holding 3rd place with 15 points, Eddie Terrabile hanging tough in 2nd place with 18 points, and Bobby Cifarelli leading the leaderboard with a comfortable 24 points. The Dreamboat Fishing Challenge is the Fisherman subscriber-only multi-species fishing competition with a chance to win a 21-foot Steigercraft center console powered by Yamaha, along with many other great prizes. Visit thefisherman.com to subscribe and get all the details so you can be part of the action.
You know, there's some pretty big incentives going on right now for local boat dealers. Check out part 2 of the Tobay Boat Show.
It's been a pretty crazy year for tuna this year. And if you're looking for a boat to get you out on the tuna grounds to get in on the bite, Amity Harbor Marine has you covered with their Sea Fox line. This is the 28 Commander over here. That's the 32 Commander over there. Both very worthy tuna fishing boats. Take a look at them as well. If you're looking to make a canyon run in comfort and stability, got to check out the World Cat boats from Island Yacht Sales. This boat is a 40-foot center console. It comes equipped with 2 600 horsepower V12 Merc engines. That'll push this boat about 61 miles an hour top speed. You're going to get there quick. You're going to get there dry. You're going to get there without getting seasick, and you're going to get home real quick, too, after that big catch of tuna. Sick boat. Check it out. We stopped down at the Blue Marlin booth here at the Tobay Boat Show. They have the Tidewater series of boats. Excellent, great fishing boats, very seaworthy. And they also have the Defiance boats as well, another great fishing boat. Either or, great fishing options. You got to check them out also. Of course, Suffolk Marine is here as well, and as you can tell, I'm on the regulator that they have here. As well as regulator, they also have Sea Hunt boats, also another beautiful option. You know, in case you guys didn't know, East Shore Marine, they're exclusive dealers to Contender. I'm on a 25-footer right here, powered by twin 200s, as well as the Southport boats, also another beautiful option. Exclusive to them only, those 2 brands. If you guys are interested in either of those, come take a look at East Shore Marine. Now, you've already seen the World Cat. It's a catamaran hull design. Over at Spellman's over here, they have the Twin V style of cat. This one comes equipped with 2 Suzukis on the back. Another one of these boats that really shows off the stability because of its dual hull design. Really cool boat, really stable, great comfortable ride on the way out to any fishing ground. Check these out from Spellman. Well, there you have it, folks. The 2023 Tobay Boat Show. A lot of great brands here, all from these exclusive dealers. But if you missed the show, keep in mind that there's going to be some factory rebates available at these places in the near future, in the weeks to come. Give them a visit. You can still get a great deal after the show. If you like any of these boats, check them out.
Also, many of these deals go through November, so don't miss out if you're in the market for a new fishing boat.
You may think you protected your outboard or personal watercraft for the winter, but you're not done yet. Fully protect your investment, you need to fight corrosion and remove all the water in the power head and cooling system. Winterize It Pro does just that. The innovative foaming action penetrates and expands in the cooling system, giving you the ultimate protection and peace of mind that your engine is safe over the freezing winter months. Get your Winterize It Pro now from MarineMate.com.
Before we get to your upcoming events, just a reminder, please don't dump your fish parts overboard. Be courteous to your neighbors. Nobody likes a decomposing tuna head floating in their backyard. Okay, now for the upcoming events. Saturday, October 21st will be the Bodie's 4th annual Striper Tournament. Lines in at 6:30 a.m. and the boundaries are anywhere from Deb's Inlet to Shinnecock Inlet. Winners will be determined by the heaviest combined weight of the 2 slot fish per boat. The weigh-in will be at Bodie's Beach Shack from 4 to 7 p.m. after the fishing. Cow cutters will also be available. Then from the 27th to the 29th is the Fred Galifaro Memorial South Shore Fishing Classic. Captree Bait and Tackle is currently signing up anglers. Also on the 28th to the 5th is the Pelagic Outfitters Annual Fall Bass Tournament. Then on November 7th, Election Day, Riverview Striped Bass Tournament is a catch and release format now for the stripers. Bluefish will remain the same as last year and they will be weighed in. To see a full list of the events, visit thefisherman.com/events. Now let's go around the map for the past week's notable catches. On the North Shore, I fished with Doc Muller, Rich, and his son Mike in the Western Sound for blackfish. All in all, we had a steady bite of fish with enough keepers in the mix to make it interesting. Most of the fishing was done between 15 to 20 feet with jigs and green crabs. We also were able to tangle with small stripers and bluefish inside Manhasset on top water and soft plastics. For those that don't know, Doc's been involved with the magazine since the early 70s and still provides a publication with a lot of written content. His stuff is definitely worth a read. Then I got the chance to fish the North Fork for tog as well, and the bite was epic, to say the least. I got an easy limit of tog up to 5 pounds on jigs and green crabs in about 10 feet of water. The incoming tide produced better for me, and I noticed the lightest possible jig I could use, and stay in touch with the bottom was the key. Porgy's oyster toadfish and what appeared to be a tag tog, maybe an escapee from a commercial fisherman, according to Fish Guy Photos on Instagram, was landed as well. This tog seemed to have beat the odds twice. Subscriber John Daly sent me this photo of a 37-inch striper he tagged and released with a gray fish tag near Tobay on the flood tide. Well done, John. Matt Danzinger, known as Personal Best Lures on Instagram, also sent me this 45-pound Personal Best striper he caught on a spook-style popper that he made himself. The fish was caught in the ocean on the west end of the island around the bunker pods. I took a further look at some of his creations on Instagram and was very impressed from his work. Real fish catchers. If you do have a notable catch, email me at mbroderick@thefisherman.com with the photo and any details, and I will try and get it into the weekly video fishing forecast or the magazine. Don't forget, this video is available as a podcast on iTunes and Google Podcasts. Search for the Fisherman Magazine podcast and subscribe so you can listen to this broadcast and our other content. Rich, what's the deal with the weather pattern this week?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Let's check that weekend forecast. You can always check your favorite apps, weather tools, weather sites, whatever you got. This is a general heads up for the upcoming weekend. And before we do, I've been out there, of course. A lot of anglers out on the big, epic bass bite that's been occurring between East Rockaway and Jones Inlets off the beach here. A lot of bunker, mostly on the live bait. There's been some fish trolled as well. A lot of these, of course, are overs. They're fish between 38 and 45 inches. There have been some smaller fish, maybe not quite slot size, between 33, 36, 37 inches. Had some smaller ones on the live bunker throughout the week. And again, this has just been kind of a crazy bite if you've been out there. Just find the bunker schools. You can see them there, and they usually come up at daylight when the sun comes up, and then the fish just go nuts. If you can get a bait out there pretty quickly, between 20, 30 seconds, you'll probably hook up. Just hold on tight. And again, these fish are moving to the west slowly, and towards the slack tide, it looks like these fish do shut off. So just be aware of that. Going to go out there and time your day. Try to get out when the tide is moving pretty good. They seem to bite a lot better. All right, weather-wise, I wish I had better news for the weekend here, but it doesn't look too great again. Water temps come down to 60s. We still have a storm here on Saturday, which will produce some rain. It looks like maybe the window in the morning where it's not too windy or too rough, afternoon and evening looks like all bets are off. The wind starts to crank from the west-northwest. I think, unfortunately, kind of a blowout for the ocean on Sunday. Look at the guru there. Again, Saturday, little window. If you want to try to get out early Saturday between, 7 a.m. and like noon, maybe it's okay. Then things start to crank and kind of goes downhill for Sunday. And, of course, by the middle of next week, the weather gets better again. Hopefully these fish are still there, still biting. It's been really terrific. So get out if you can. Be safe as always. Catch them up. Matt, back to you.
Now let's check in with Captain Timothy O'Rourke from Montauk. Tim.
Thank you, Matt. Well, hello, everybody from Montauk. It's another good week. Blackfishing open. Blackfishing's off to a very good start. Plenty of guys are getting out because the weather's been good enough to get out and catch some blackfish. Surf casters. Striped bass are definitely starting to move down the beach. Got some nice quality pods of fish up to, 38, 40 inches, which is good, but there's consistent size of like 28 to 36 inch fish. So that's a good sign. Other than that, charter boats are still getting some striped bass. Big squid bite in Montauk. That's actually the big news. The ebb tide, the Viking, they're doing squid trips, so if you want to load up on some fresh calamari or some bait, check out their websites, get out. There's still a tuna bite relatively close. We actually saw some giants on the beach last week. I do not have a canyon report. The Viking 5-star and the Viking Starship are out currently, so I'll see if I can have a better canyon bite for next week. Other than that, just keep getting out there and targeting the blackfish. All right, thank you very much, Matt. Talk to you next week.
From Shinnecock, let's check in with Mike Dean.
Thanks, Matt. Hey, everyone. Phenomenal fall fishing going on for stripers right now between Shinnecock and Moriches. Inlets, oceans, the bay. They're all over the place. There's some really good sized ones. There's a lot of schoolies around. Last night, heard reports of people catching up to like 40 fish, mostly schoolie size, but then a random 20-pounder mixed in. So that's been really exciting. Monday night, phenomenal. I got my personal best from the surf. It's about 40, 41-inch fish. I don't have a boga grip, but probably around 25 pounds. It was an absolute thrill. And I was just so psyched. And, even though I actually reeled the fish in, it was a lot of help from a lot of surf casting buddies in the area that, over the years have helped explain structure, what to throw, when to throw it. And then obviously like the Intel network, which, is really important to surf casters to have that. So I'm very appreciative of that. And I'm really thrilled to have caught, a fish of that class that I've kind of dreamed about catching something that size for a while. Tuna bite, some yellowfin, some 60, 80 pound class bluefin later last week when there was a weather window. I know this weekend looks a little dicey again, kind of recurring theme. So not sure if people are going to get out for that, or for tuna or for stripers. So surf casting obviously is a great option when the weather's a little dicey and you can't get out there. Blackfish off to a fairly good start. I think the striper bite has been so good that most people that would have gone blackfishing are going striper fishing. So, so there hasn't been a ton of reports there. Sea bass continues for those who've gotten out to be strong, but everyone's kind of focusing on the bass. This is just a phenomenal, great time of year to be fishing for them, by boat, by surf, on a fly rod. Get out there, catch them. It's the time to do it, okay? So let us know how you do. I'll talk to you next week. Back to you, Matt.
From Northport, we have the Cow Harbor Bait and Tackle Report.
I'm getting the feeling we should be doing these reports with an umbrella, this weekend. It's just like non-stop rain, but in between these weather windows, the fishing's red hot. And even on this drizzle, when we're blackfishing, it's more about the wind than it is the rain. The fish don't care about getting wet. Surf casters have been eating it up. There's been some beautiful bites taking advantage of these north winds, really flooding out in this past new moon that we had. Flooding out the back bays as all that water rushes out. It really creates some incredible fishing environment. The big fish, they come right in. They take advantage of all those bait fish getting rushed out. If you've got sandbars, all the little crustaceans, they get flushed out as well, and creates for an incredible bite. Out on the boat, it's like watching Saturday cartoons when we were kids, the wacky races. watching people coming on and trying to anchor. Wow, be careful. I've seen lots of like really interesting anchoring techniques. It's anchors versus spot locks versus party boats versus charter guys. There's a lot going on there. It gets real aggressive when you're blackfishing because the bite's been really good. The temperatures are still in the low 60s, so we're not seeing a really gigantic bite in terms of those over-the-top blackfish, but we've seen some beautiful fish coming in, 6 to 8 pound mark, and that's fantastic. They're mixed in with beautiful looking sea bass. The porgies are still really big. The fishing off the beach for blackfish and porgies is fantastic. In some rocky areas, you're going to see them mix in with the sea bass, and it's just good. It's just the difference of having mind over matter when it comes to dealing with this weather, because the weather just isn't the best. And during the week, it seems like it's been fantastic. There's a lot of people playing hooky, getting out there, jumping on the blackfish. Those jigs are going fast. They're just doing a wonderful job of fishing. Phil makes them. We make them right here at the shop, and they're fantastic. You should really check them out. Also, we've got our new shop sweatshirts in just in time for the fall. They look fantastic, great designs, and we've got them in all sizes. Come in, get one, show your support for the shop, and represent the colors, Until next week, I bid you all peace and tight lines.
Let's check in with Brendan Rutigliano of Captree, Bait Tackle, and Fuel.
Thanks, Matt. We had a great week this week and the last few weeks. I'm sorry we got called out by a couple of customers for not doing videos lately. But great fishing, honestly, blackfish, bluefish, striped bass, literally you name it, we've done it, and it's been awesome. So blackfish, that's the new thing this week. Green crabs. We have those new Joe Bags rock jigs. They're amazing. Literally, we've been selling out of them. We just got more in. So green crabs, local piers, wrecks, jetties, the usual spots. The fish are there. You just got to pick through them. Keepers up to 6.5 pounds. Literally, get out there. You're almost guaranteed to catch something. Maybe not a keeper, but you can definitely catch it. Moving on to striped bass and bluefish. Sand eels and peanuts are around. Diamond jigs, epoxies, plastics, red or green diamond jigs are the ticket right there. Honestly, red more so, For the boat guys, flutter spoons, mojos, clam chumming. Honestly, I've literally heard reports of everything, so it's doing great right now. This is the time to fish, and I know I've been saying that, but when I'm too busy to do the videos, there's a reason why. On the smaller side, porgies, sea bass, even some albies on jigs. There's still some tuna out there, more yellowfins. Basically, just get out there. You know the drill. The water's not too cold right now, so we still have some time for striped bass and bluefish. Halloween weekend, the 27th through the 29th, Fred's Memorial South Shore Classic. Entry fee is $20. You can sign up at the shop. We're also doing a $10 side pool for the just the shop. Stop by or check out our Instagram for more information. And just get out there and fish, and we hope to see you at the shop.
From the Fire Island area in Great South Bay, let's check in with Capt now Lorenzetti.
Hey Matt, Fire Island report. Looks like, fishing is good. I had beautiful striped bass this past week, live bait. A couple on plugs earlier in the week, but the last few days plugs haven't been hot. And it looks like some tough weather this coming weekend. So maybe if you're not fishing from a boat, you can still fish from the beach and manage to get out there because the fish are there. They are there to catch. Striped bass, blackfish a little bit on the slow side, not too good. A lot of short fish. I think the water just needs to get colder. But that's about it for this week, Matt. Actually, fishing is excellent. Just got to deal with the weather, and we'll talk to you next week.
With our flying freshwater report, we have Paul McCain from River Bay Outfitters.
Hello, Matt. Well, here I am. It's another day at the Connect Quad. I'm guiding today. I'm here before the gates open at 6 o'clock. But I've been doing a lot of guiding in the last, and you know what? It's been fantastic, right? Saturday, I had a father and son out. Poured rain on us. Poured rain. It was unbelievably rainy, wet. Everything was cold, windy. And you know what? We had a great day. Why? Because the fish were already wet. We got soaked and they were soaked. And it was good. But you had to figure it out. We had to work different pockets, change the flies. But at the end of the day, his son caught his first really nice trout on a fly rod, and that was important. Now again, on Tuesday, I took another father and son team, never fly fished. They bought equipment, it was still in the packages. So we took them out, and you know what? It was a banner day. The weather was perfect. It was perfect. Nice. It wasn't cold, wasn't hot. It was sunny, cloudy. It was just perfect. And we had a banner day. And using all different techniques, teaching them all, the streamers, the dry flies, and fishing with nymphs. They had fish on every technique. They ended up with probably about, I'd say close to 10 fish each. It was a great day, and some of them were quite large. I'm out here again this morning teaching somebody, working on his casting a little bit, and then we're going to go fish for a few hours. So hopefully, it'll be a good day, and of course I'll post the photographs if they come, if we have some. But until next week, tie lines, everybody.
Let's check in with Chris Landry.
Thanks, Matt. Holy cow, the striped bass fishing is hot right now. 45 inches and above all cows. The cows come in first, so you got to get on them now. We're doing charters now on Rocksteady Charters, so book now. We'll get you on an over 40-inch plus bass guaranteed, or your money back. But the time is now. The schoolies will be following. And this weekend is too sporty to go out. It looks hectic. So you got to get out Thursday, Friday, and next week. Hit me up and come on out. There's also Albie action out there. They're very finicky. You need 15 to 20 pound line. They're line shy. Little fat cow, 1 ounce lure, something small profile, and chase those Albies, chase those birds and blitzes. They're very finicky, but stick at it. They are out there. In other news, don't forget the Fishing the Atlantic Wits End event, October 30th, Anglers Night. We are shutting down Wits End. Come join the community and build this community in Rockaway and beyond. Hit up Calvin from Fishing the Atlantic for more details. Reserve your spot now before it sells out. I will be there. It will be a great event. Wits End is the best restaurant in the world. Find out why we say that. Come on out and hang with us and let's build. All right, thank you, and be safe out there. Get on the water right now because the cows are here right now.
Raul Ortiz, the urban angler, has a report from around the city.
As you know, fishing is good right now. It's pretty hot. We got a nice bite anywhere from Manhattan all the way to Montauk, guys. From schoolie size all the way up to probably 40 pounds. The western part of the Long Island Sound, you got some stripers coming in now. And in the eastern part of the sound, you got some schoolie sized fish and some fish up to about 30-40 pounds as well. Fishing is pretty hot right now. Anywhere you go, if you put in a few hours, I'm sure you run into something. If you like to bait fish, eels are good right now, even bunker. If you're using any lures or anything like that, guys, bucktails, needlefish is the ticket too. But SP minnows work. A lot of different kind of plastics are also working too. Anyway, guys, I think that's all for me for today, but I wish you all the best. Good luck and tight lines, and good luck to everybody doing the Mr. Poseidon's Montauk Challenge this weekend. I'll see you all there. Tight lines.
Ben Gilmour is back with the latest from Capos, Costa Rica. Ben.
How's it going, guys? This is Ben Gilmour from down here in Costa Rica and the Marina Pez Vela. We got an absolutely insane Dorado bite going on right now. It's peak Dorado season here in Costa Rica. Boats are going out there catching 20, 30 Dorados a day. Lots and lots of fish in the 15 to 20 pound range with some bigger fish in there as well. Come down, guys, right now if you want to get in on the Dorado action. It's an amazing time of year to fish, to fly fish offshore with all those Dorados out there. But guys, we get blue marlin right there at the Dorado grounds as well. We get a few sailfish, and then further offshore we've had a decent yellowfin tuna bite as well. This time of year is a good time for some big roosters. So there's been a few around the 50-pound mark caught in the last week or so, and there's always a chance of some snook and some snapper at the river mouths as well. So check us out, guys. This is Ben Gilmour, Jackpot Sport Fishing at the Marina Pez Vela.
If you'd like to be a part of our weekly video fishing forecast, we are looking for social media savvy anglers for hyper-local reporting from around the New York Metro and Long Island area, and especially from the beach. So if you're a captain, tackle shop, or just an avid angler, contact my producer at tcslibayrat@gmail.com. The Fisherman magazine has launched their apparel store. We have hats, sweatshirts, hoodies, t-shirts, and they're all online now with free shipping with orders over $100. It is a perfect gift for yourself. Visit thefisherman.com/shop or click on the card in the upper right. The weekend looks a little bit windy, but what's fall fishing without some wind to move the bait and get the fish on the feed? I know I'll be fishing Saturday. This is the time to get out and see some banner days for yourself. We will see you right here next Thursday with reports and news from around the area. Done. Woo.